Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is... actually not open, hang on. A very tangy burnt lemon soda. So welcome back to the game where previously we were once again doing a bit of a clone job over here, specifically where we have cell block A, B, D, and this is going to be for, in the final result anyway, for medium/normal category of inmates. Obviously it does have the usual, so all of the kitchen, canteen, visitation, etc. all around here. We also have then the family cells, which are probably overdone, but you know, I'm not really going to mess around at this stage too much. I also apparently need to connect that up to the CCTV monitor, so let me go to wiring, and here we go, CCTV monitor, and there we go. I'll have to do that later on when we also do this, which is the focus of this episode, which is getting in the better graded cells. So these are the first cells which are going to be a physically different size, and so instead of being a 3x2 or a 2x3, they're going to be a 3x3, and then they'll have in enough to probably bring it to about rating 12, I would like, ideally. If we check out our logistics room quality, we go from room quality of 5, 7, and well, up to 9, maybe 10, 11-ish, sort of like that. And then the end one, well, not the very end one, because the very, very end one is the protective custody, which is graded 15. But I want grade 15 for the very last one. So let's go ahead and do some building. It will be another sort of clone job once we've made this. So we'll see how we get on. Over to our walls and doors, and then to the brick wall here. And I'm actually just going to pause it for a moment while I place this in. Now, this will be, as I said, similar to the other side, because this will have like the same sort of footprint. In terms of doors, I'm going to make it easier on all involved and put the doors right in the middle. It means we can fit stuff over both sides. It's not something we normally do. Normally they're off to one side, but that should be fine, because then you can still have the toilets and showers down the bottom there. And then I will go to cells, and then all of these will go in. Now, this should be staff only, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. There we go. So we'll let the workers crack on. A couple of the main takeaways are that every time I do a facility... Oh, that's not correct. Every time I do a facility in the game, where is also does that go up to? It goes to there with line tiles. Yeah, I think the best thing for me to do would be to actually place it correctly. Yeah, I think what I'll probably do in the future is I'll go for whatever cell box we have will have a very distinct paired up security room to have the door control servos and the CCTV monitors. At minimum, probably even the phone taps is probably what we'll do. It just seems to work out so well. So we'll probably run with that one. In terms of deployment, it should be all set, and it is. There was a couple of problems with the last patrol. In fact, this one here doesn't have one. Let's go to a dog handler. Like so. So we have a dog handler going around there, dog handler around here, this bit, this one. Oh no, that one's correct. That one's correct. So it was just that one, yeah, okay. And we probably need some more dogs, but we are doing some more training. In terms of money and training and all that, everything's sort of fine on that front. Grants-wise, I could pick up one of these just for the sake of the advance payment, but we've got more than enough money. Let's just go to max speed and let them crack on with this. So there's been some suggestion as to this cell, and we could probably just have this as the... Well, this is going to be medium in the long run. We could indeed change it so that we build this one first and then move the inmates over, and then we don't have to move them twice. That would save us some time, but I don't particularly mind the effort, so we'll do it. And I just like the idea of moving the inmates over, and you know, it all sort of working out yeah, as it should. So in here then, these are going to be, like say, a higher graded cell, and I want these at... Well, there's some obvious ones just from the very beginning. So naturally I could have just made one of these and then clone it and paste it, but it doesn't matter. We're already cracking on with it, so we'll do it. So obviously we're going to have cells with showers in them. We also want some external windows of some kind. So I'm going to go to the large windows, and the large windows are going to go there, which will go next to the bed, which that is one of the things I'm unsure of as to the position of it, or what it's going to be. I think we're going to go with comfy bed. Did we have a comfy bed in here? I think we did. Yes, we did have comfy bed. So I have to remember, whatever I place in here will be cloned over to this one. So that's something I have to take into account. Now, the comfy bed is the obvious choice to go with because it is the same footprint as the standard bed. However, it just increases the grade and, like I say, it's not requiring any more at this stage, any more effort in putting it in. It costs more money. It goes from 200 to 800 generic units of currency. However, for no change in the footprint, it makes it work better. So that's what we'll do, which is fine. We will go for bookshelves, which are going to go like so. And as I said, we'll see what the grading is. I'd like to say get this to 12. I don't know why I've got that stuck in my head in terms of the quality, because it goes from 5 to 7, and then ideally you would say 9 or 10. Or maybe these ones in the middle aren't actually good enough. Remember, this is a first pass. Once we've got it in, then I could add and remove, which I wasn't too fussed on the removal part of it, but we could add and remove certain sections. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. What I'll have to do is alter it so that obviously this is going to be for low risk, and this is going to be, well, it's going to be low, medium, high, and then supermax. Yeah. In terms of intake, I've got intake fill capacity for medium sec. Yeah. What have we got currently set for the grading? Grading. That's in grading. It's in deployment. Slightly different. So yeah, medium sec. So we'll have to have max sec. So we'll be taking in a new type of inmate. The question is, do I want to build this and then clone it over and save myself the effort? Possibly. Let's just go for, again, some of the obvious ones. So I do need to put the flooring in like so. So that will go in like that. And then we are going to go for the tiles, because well, nothing excels like excess. And we'll put those in. I'm also going to put in the wiring and the CCTV, which is going to go in there. Like I say, that'll be cloned over. But that'll be the cells. Apart from the toilets, actually, I haven't put the loos in. Let me go ahead and do that, and then those will be legitimate cells. And they'll already be decent grade because they have a shower, they have a bookshelf, they have a comfy bed, they have a large window, and they're of a 3x3 size. So in terms of grading, they should already be the same, if not better than these. Well, they should be better by 2 more, actually. It can't just be as simple as that. Let's have a quick look over to logistics room quality. We've already got a grade 8 there, which is good. That is fine. Yeah. There's a grant completion payment for, I'm guessing, cell block C. Indeed. So we can go for cell block D, which I'll never complete because you need to get 200 cells, and that's not my intention for this. It was never on the... Yeah, never is our intention to get grading like that. Okay, so these are 7, this is 8. How come it's just that? What is the only difference? This should be higher, right? So we got a comfy bed and the sizing. So that should be 9. How come that is grade 7 of 15 and grade 8? I'm obviously missing something. Showered bookshelf, soft pillows. I didn't put pillows in. Pillow, right? Yeah, there you go. That'll take that to too high than what it should be from that one. Right, okay. That's fine. Alright. So that'll then take it to the 9 quality, will it not? Let's have a check. Yeah, we got the 9. So maybe 11 is a middle ground. Grant completion payment and prisoner reform. That's tied together, that. Is that now 100 prisoners? I think we have got the 100 prisoners. Grant done. And our reoffender rate's at 23%. Good. There's also a tunnel. Okay. Not an uncommon occurrence in this facility, a tunnel. No. So, I think I will aim for 11 for this. Because it's jumping up by 2, and then 4, and then it goes up to another 4. Actually, 4. Yeah, another 4. Okay. Well, there's a few obvious ones. I guess TV. Find the right tab here. TV. A pet bird. Sink and mirror. Punch bag. Let's go with the obvious. TV. Because the TV fits at the foot of the bed. And truth be told, I can also click and drag. And then a bird. So pet bird, is one of the best things you can get. It improves the cell's grade. And caters for the family and luxury needs. So I think that's what we'll put in here. I think that's what we're going to do. And that should be that then graded at the right amount. I think that'll be fine. I think that will be fine. Line tiles are in there, yeah. So we just double check the quality. We've got 10. Up to 11. Yeah. There we go. That's good. Just wait them to finish that off. We'll go to connections and CCTV monitor. Back over to room quality. All of them appear to be 11. That'll do for me. Quick build custom cloning. And place that in. Haven't flipped it or anything like that. We don't need to do it. And it means then that moving people over is a fairly simple task. Now, once that's in, it will be helped out by the yard and the other things needing to be upgraded too. But I'll build this first. I'm hoping they're not smashing down walls to do this, and it looks like they might be. Which is why I'm not bringing any inmates in there. We do have a lot more room to take inmates. It's not a problem. Let me just check the transfers, actually, since we haven't done that in a bit. One prisoner is able to transfer. We will approve. There you go. One prisoner. And it says, however, none were motivated to qualify, which is concerning. Total prisoners motivated to qualify, 0. Guess we need sort of the higher... Yeah, because this is not accessible. Yeah, okay. I sort of am doing it backwards in a way. Like, we should really... Ideally, you want everything built and just have that progression system from the very beginning. And then inmates can see that. We just haven't. Don't think it's too much of a problem. But it is what it is. So that's all getting sorted. In terms of grading as well, we can see that the canteen is wrong because it will be shifted over. So this canteen here, we get high quantity, high meal quality and variety. I haven't put anything in extra in this yard, which I will put in. The only thing I can really put in, though, is... Oh, I actually can't upgrade the yard. I can put in some tire apparatus. But I can't put... If I get 1 bleachers, it would work. So I'd have to actually disassemble some of this. So like the weights benches and such. Because the weights benches don't class as the grading, I don't think. Dumbbell rack, punch bag, tire apparatus, and 10 of the above objects. Because the dumbbell racks and the weights benches, they cater for the same needs, just exercise. So if I was to dismantle these and these, I could put in... bleachers. Oh. I could put in bleachers, and that would upgrade that. So the room quality is the same. And then it should go to 5. And then the next one, I'll put a set of bleachers and tire operators, and then that'll take it to 6. Because the other one is... have a running track. We can't because it's outside only. Yes, we could demolish the flooring and such, and that would probably do it, but I'm not going to go down that route. And then the other one is having it at either 100 or 200 squares, respectively. So again, we're not doing that. As for in the common room, phone booths, computer stations, chess tables, radios, arcade cabinets. I'm going to have an arcade cabinet, I think. Arcade cabinet. One of them would give it an increase in grade just by 1, and that's fine with me. That's now grading 5. That's excellent. As long as they are slightly better, then that's all that we really need. And yes, I am aware... oh, that's worrying. That's very worrying. That could be legitimate, and if so, it's so close. I'm going to, because of that, dismantle the toilet and sink and prioritize it. Yep, that's a problem, because they now have a climbing rope. And I don't know if I've got any guards available to stop them. There's plenty of guards about, just not close to there. They're running. I think they're going to get out. That's Madison Platten. Although, dog handler, stop right there. We've stopped them. Okay. Very close. Too close for comfort. And what is highlighted is that the speed, or rather the lack of speed, getting to that. So I'm going to preemptively put in all of these walkways, because they need to be faster, and they're currently on slow travelling ground. Slow travelling ground? Don't know if that's the right term. It's ground that's not fit for purpose at this stage because of the speed. So it's slow movement speed. So let's spend a lot of money on some flooring. There we go. Let's max speed that out. Alright, good. Back over to room quality. Still haven't done that one. They are working on it, which is good. That's fine. In the past, stuff hasn't cloned, like the... I think birds... the pet bird was a problem for cloning, and also for the pillow, soft pillow. It wouldn't clone. So I don't know whether it's cloned or not. We'll see. There is tunnel there, and that's legitimate as well. Dismantle and remove. And I also want them to remove that. And remove the rope. Prioritized a lot of that. Get it all prioritized. Toilet and sink, dismantle. No, it was that one. Let's just do either side anyway. Once again, a bit of a problem when it comes to the... yeah. The escapees. Let's put these back in and make them legitimate. And remove that tunnel. It is set. There we go. Okay, this is all in, and I can see that it's not cloned properly. It's done the best it can, but it hasn't put pillows in. So we'll buy some pillows. Nice fluffy pillows. That should do that. Grading wise over here, common room is now upgraded only slightly, but it is slightly it's slightly better. That's fine. Wiring. CCTV monitor, all correct. Phone tap correct. Door control system, I believe to be correct. Okay. And this is where we have a bit of a problem. Because I need to shift people over. I think I can do it, but I don't want to do the whole thing in one go. So what I'm going to do is minsec. That's not what I meant. Right, minsec the lot. They won't even be in here long, by the way, because they're going to get moved over to here. And then this gets changed to staff only. Oh, do I just do it? No, you know what? I'm just going to do it in one. I'm just going to do it in one go. And then we'll see what happens. So that is that set correctly, and then that set correctly. And now every single inmate will basically be moved over to where they need to go. I hope. And then the whole thing starts again when I clone this over to here. Which, frankly, can be right now. There's no reason not to clone the whole thing. In a moment, because they're still putting the other bits of flooring in. So it's tunnel search in progress. So all this is min sec, all this is medium sec, all that is max sec, and then the whole thing will shift along again to the left once I got the other cell block in, which will be in the next episode's time, I would imagine. And I would like at least one full episode of almost no building. Maybe some changes here and there, but just to see how many people are wanting to move over and manage it. But yeah, we can see now inmates are being moved over. That's exactly what we want. Intake-wise, I can go to max sec and to medium. And I can just get a full intake if I really want to. 102 and I'll get a full set of inmates on the intake here. There's obviously no motivation for people to move over and things like that. It's just how it is for now. Just hoping that it is just going to be for now. But quick build, custom cloning. We're going to do it. Because after that, that's all the building completed. For the most part, there's a bit of walkway and other things here and there, but for the most part, yeah, sorted. Right. This, when it comes to grading, should be better now, which it is. So, the canteen over on the right is low meal quantity. Low meal variety. This one's no windows, but everything else is standard. And this is high quality meals and such. Right, okay. So I just need to double check that on policy. So policy-wise, high and high. Then it wants to be medium, medium, low, medium, and then low and low. That's what we're going to have there. The protective will be high. Speaking of protective, actually, I haven't looked at that for a while. Security menu, over to vulnerable. Aha, Yasmin. Shani. Shans. Yasmin. Protective custody, because you are a snitch, apparently. The snitch trait. And then we're going to receive a whole lot of money and a whole lot of inmates in but a moment. Because of that, we're going to up staff once again. I'm going to get myself more doctors, more cooks, more dog handlers, another 2 janitors, another gardener. And we'll check staff programs, reschedule all of that, get them training. I will have to do the same thing for prisoner programs, kitchen safety and hygiene, education. Parole hearing will start. No, didn't mean to stop that one. Parole hearing, start all these. One more, one more, one more. That's it. Spiritual guidance. And then if I go to edit schedule, we can see it's completely wrong. Yes, we have. So I'll need to alter that. Because it ain't right. The parole hearing is set. Spiritual guidance is sort of set, but not for Alcoholics Group. Oh, yeah. Right. That is a future me problem. I'm going to say reschedule and let it deal. Let's let it deal with it as best it can. The reason I'm not going to go through it now and reschedule everything is because I'll have to do the same thing again once this is in. Pointless. Let's do it all ourselves in one go. So, a lot of inmates. High-risk inmates at that. And immediately we have some security concerns. Oh my. Right. So we've got a bit of an intake. And a legendary prisoner. Ella Smith. Legendary, extremely strong, extremely tough, stalker, extremely deadly, cop killer. God, the list goes on. Fearless instigator, expert fighter, green thumb, and foodie. Wow. They've got 11.8 years served of 25. They're also exceptionally tall. Are they nearly 7 feet tall? I can't say if I've really noticed the signage on the back there. If we select someone else. Oh yeah, everyone's an absolute giant. Right, okay, got you. Right. Fine. We'll continue on with that. Alright, so we've got our massive intake. It is what it is, and I just hope I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing. If nothing else, I know that we have... Where's Chris Tom here? Because they are ex-law enforcement. You're going to be protected custody. If nothing else, we've had several calm episodes of everything going relatively okay. Yes, there's been the odd escape attempt via tunneling and things like that. The odd bit of fighting because of ex-law enforcement and snitches. But, you know, we've managed to sort of take all the rough edges off that one by having protective custody and more patrols and things like that. So, you know what? It's sort of going on that. Did I not put the... I thought I placed the tiles in here. Yeah, so... Oh, here we go. This is getting built. So, yeah, we've had... as I said, the passive few episodes. Now it's probably going to go the other way with the addition of a lot more inmates with a lot more traits. But it's all in with the idea of moving people over. Which is curious. So we've got 8 prisoners, 25% of the high-risk population are wanting to go over to the medium risk. However, nothing for the medium risk down to low. So that begs the question then, why? Is it because I've provided too many items in the medium risk area? Have I not got enough in the high risk? I don't know. What I will do is, which is the obvious one, is policy. So low risk is high and high food. Medium is medium. Oh, that's fine then. Then medium low. Then low and low. Oh, that's actually fine then. The parole cutoff is a bit different. And... that I haven't really touched. So misconduct policies. But the work is about the same. Okay. Alright. There's a tunnel, and it is a tunnel. I'm glad I've got tunnel searches. Existing schedule says no. That's because it's currently doing it. But I think we search every... Do we search every 24 hours or every 3 days? I thought it was every 3 days. But I'm doubting myself now. I guess there also could be another reason why inmates are not motivated. There might not be any space to it. 10 prisoners waiting transfer to MedSec. Oh. Intake. Off. Off. Off, in fact. But because if I transfer them now, there won't be they won't all be able to go. Okay. I have to keep an eye on that one. Right, finish the tunnel search. Stop all. Schedule. All sectors. Oh yes, every 3 days. I'm going to search daily. All right. There we go. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We're going to leave it there for now. Did exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to clone... Well, no. We cloned over last time. I wanted to build the medium risk cell blocks and get them at grading. Final grading, which we've done to get to grade 11. And we've done a similar thing for the kitchen and canteen and all of that. The next time we move people over will be the last time. When I say move people over, like in bulk, like now. You know, box them up, put them back in the warehouse for a bit, ship them over. No, you get the idea. And have it as protective, low, medium, high, supermax. And obviously that means also bringing in supermax inmates, which I'm not too keen on, but we're going to do it. And then we'll see what the grading is like, what the progression is like. Obviously make alterations where we need to. Yeah, there's still a lot to build here. Let's see how we get on. Overall, though, things are still progressing on quite nicely. Double check security again. We have 4 inmates that are vulnerable. There might be some other unknown traits, but it is what it is. Money's really good. I'm not worried about anything like that. We still have lots of tunnels, which is why I've upped the tunnel search ratios, because, well, we just need to. Next episode, we'll get this finished in terms of the bulk build, and then obviously we'll have to make all of the additions. Like in their cells. I don't know how I'm going to get another 4 grading off that. That might be a bit of a problem. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. You don't have to have it maximum grade. Just at least better grade than it currently is. So we shall see. Yeah, that's getting removed. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. But overall, I think progress is good. Let's see what we get on with the next episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.